issue for them going forward. This is Hunt. Squaring kick to Melksham is good. Look at all the numbers back though. Great shot of the Tigers flooding back in defence. McDonald's pushed up from half back. Good looking attempt towards goal. Well shepherded on the line. And McDonald kicks the first for the D's.
That's why they're getting so many clearances and getting the ball inside 50.
Here's Viney. High ball. Back towards full forward. Hasn't been touched. Asprey has touched it now.
Oh, he's paid it.
And paid for delivery. So Jesse Hogan back in the team and puts the Demons in front.
Hunt came crashing through. Off the ground went Dusty. Hibberd might send it back from where it came. Good lead from Watts. Good kick from Hibberd.
And Jack, what Hodgie's talking about with the pressure. It's just forcing Richmond to keep kicking it back to those Melbourne defenders that are set up well, and then they can use the ball inside forward 50.
Naturally good set shot kick, Jack Watts. He's 6-2 from set shot so far in 2017. It'll take his best effort. I like the way it's travelling. Not an issue for Jack. And Melbourne get their third.
Now Stretch trying to keep it alive. Caddy, Watts. He's lifting. He knows he's got a challenge. Pushed forward by Melksham. Then squeezed out quickly. That was really clever. And Petrarca. Another little test for this knee. 7th disposal of the night for Petrarca. And he puts the Demons back in front. Oh, Kennedy Harris, terrific mark. Grimes coming the other way. Quickly to his feet. Now outside 50. Just held up Garlett. Sends a high ball again. Free kick the crowd want. Free kick for his second tonight. From the free kick. Gets it and they kick away.
Yeah, look at Oliver. In and under. Look, don't argue from Jack was effective. Got rid of McIntosh. Now the left foot ball. Well played, Jack Watts. It was under a lot of pressure. He found Salem, who thought about going on. And Petrarca says, go man, go man. He's starting to find his feet as an AFL player, this man, Christian Salem. At 21, kicked the goal last week, and he kicks another here to extend the margin out to 16 points.
It's also shorter instead, and Salem, who goes to the man who's run down Hibberd. How we'd love a goal here. First game as a Demon, and he kicks his first.
Well done by Michael Hibberd. He knew as soon as he hit that, he was off celebrating to the crowd. He knows he's a good kicker, the footy.
It was well done. He used Prestia in the kick, not great. Petrarca runs into Melksham, goes back and gets the football himself. Petrarca, Melksham still down, knocked down by his own man, and Garlett marks inside 50.
Important kick for Jeff. He's been quiet tonight.
Kicking his 11th goal of the season. They get it back to a 13-point lead. First of the second half for the D's.
Really good, put pressure on McDonald. Hunt had some impressive moments in the first half. Slap forward to Harms by Watts. Slick little handle, brilliant from Salem. Back to Hunt. Steams towards goal, and that is a big moment in this game. Outstanding goal to Hunt.
Going to mark the footy, but knew he was going to get the Melbourne opponents out of the way. Brilliant play.
Oh, look at Oliver get in and under there. Outstanding work. Got it to Garlett. The quick response comes Melbourne's way via Jeffy Garlett.
Now this will be 5-all for the quarter.
Oliver wanted more, just like the book. Hunt, long ball down towards full forward. Hogan, Asprey, bit of hanging on. Asprey not sure what to do. Hogan goes off the ground, and it's out to a 23-point lead.
Short to Dom Tyson. To full forward. Watts reached up for it. It was a bit of an odd turn of events there. Ball in the pocket. Was that high? Petrarca did his best. Viney helping the pressure as it grows. Garlett's got that working off the outside of the boot. And Melbourne have answered.
A couple of nice goals to start this game.
Almost a behind's the difference at this stage. Very much early days only. Kick goes back into the middle, and we've seen another fairly brutal turnover from the boot of McKenna. Now Lewis to Jack Watts. Can he get it online for the Demons? He can.
Can't believe it.
Neither
Here's
can
a couple of scrambled handballs, and in the end, that's just a good finish on the turn from Jack Watts.
There, Tyson getting busy off the left boot. Garlett still kicking a bit out. Petrarca's back in the square being watched by Goddard.
Got Pedersen deep with Conor McKenna as an opponent. You'd like them to go to a one-on-one in that scenario.
1 goal last week, Christian Petrarca. 7-2 for the year in his 5 games to date. And that is clapped from the moment it left his boot. All smiles. And now he's got a goal to his name. And the lead is a handy little 7 points. Vince, Petrarca stays down. And interesting, Oliver forward. And pops it over to Petrarca. That is beautifully worked. And now he's kicked his second. Sides at times. Hannon did well to wade through and find the right man.
Got numbers in the middle now.
Pedersen firing it out. McDonald, delicate pass. This guy's a good ball user normally. Salem, he's kicked it just. And it's worked out very well. Neil Bullen over the top. And Garland had time to really enjoy that. McNeese, that was just more chaos. Oh, Viney just willed himself through, and it's going to end in a goal. Kicked by McDonald. Incredible stuff by their leader, Viney. He found Oliver, and then Tom McDonald intruding in the forward line, kicks the goal.
At the start of this third term of the clearances, heavy traffic, just somehow finding a way to get the ball forward in their direction. I'm not sure how you describe that. That's an in-step torp from Tommy McDonald.
That's a goal, Jason. Dubious. Well marked by Tom McDonald, and they are away. Slalom running through from Frost. Gets it to full forward. Garlett was looking for the free. Umpire not buying. Pedersen dug it out, and this is another golden opportunity. And the golden boy, Jack Watts, kicks it. Watts is going to run and receive from Tyson. Almost within range. He goes to Garlett, and Brown doesn't finish it. And almost paid full price. Still might. No, that's a great tackle, Heppel. And Melbourne are going to kick a goal through Petrarca. And
the strength of Petrarca.
He's a brute, isn't he?
Oh, that was huge. Ball was flying around everywhere. There's some serious pressure put on when Brown dropped the mark.
Salem, that's a punishing kick for Lewis. He had Garlett on, but he saw something he liked better, and that was Cam Pedersen. So we'll get a pretty early indication from this angle. Looks good. Looks even better now as it sails between the sticks. And Melbourne reassert themselves at Etihad.
Sometimes you can play the rules to your advantage.
Oliver worked out of it by McKenna. And all that did was set him up for a fall.
Well, there you go. There's Garlett.
So what Garlett's done in the pass from here. More goals than behinds, just. Bit of a stand-old start, but it's got it on line, and that's where it stayed. Melbourne starting to flourish now. Garlett's third goal. Pedersen for Viney. He's really starting to put his imprint on this game now. Viney to full forward. Hannon just a bit strong, but that's okay for Neil Bullen. They were lining up, the D's.
It was a clever kick in the end, wasn't it?
Yep, and Hannon kicked to behind earlier. This one is a relatively simple equation, and he puts it through. And that's 7 goals for the quarter for Melbourne. Slipped all the way through, but Vince keeps on coming to full forward. Watts in prime position. And he's drawn the free.
Yeah, I reckon he misjudged that, Jack Watts.
This to make it more than a 5-goal ball game in what, until this quarter at least, was a low-scoring, tight contest. He stabbed it, but it's through. And the Demons have really made the break. Hannon on the left. Watts. Yep. This to take Melbourne out to a 39-point advantage. And he's done it off a couple of steps. Watson, they've crushed him. Oliver for Watts again. He's got prime position. This time there's some help. Petrarca kept it going. Bug, a fumble, a little chip kick, top of the goal square. And Hannon's going to roll one through.
thought he needed to clear it from there.
Won't be particularly easy, this one, for Jordan Lewis.
There you go, the banana.
Oh,
he's threaded the needle.
Oh, it's a goal.
Just a little bit of an angle.
And
it's a fantastic kick. Might have heard something from over the fence and said, it wasn't a bad kick, was it?
Maybe
all the way back in the square, backing towards goal. Still getting there. Petrarca. Yes. Takes the mark. So can he hit it sweet? He can. Highly skilled young man. Big smiles for Demon fans. 4 goals. Disposals had a big third quarter. Danaher looked most likely, but Hannon's going to kick a goal.
He's competed, he's worked hard, he makes the contest here in the pack. Doesn't have a huge impact on it, but he keeps his feet and stays in the play.
Burton. Intercepted by Hogan. Heard the umpire. Now to McDonald. Back it comes to Hogan. Week off with personal issues after the passing of his father, Kennedy. Little one, Jaden Hunt. Top of the square, Pedersen.
Just got the good body position, knew where the fall of the ball was, and he's just slightly advantaged.
He's been out of favour largely for a couple of years. Broke his wrist in 2015. Gets his opportunity with Spencer and Gawn watching on. Diesel get their first major of the afternoon.
Garlett all over this. Tyson extracts. Fast hands Jones. Viney. Difficult one from the boundary line. But he made the difficult look really easy. And that's a bit of a spark for the D's.
Look at this. This is not going to kick many from there, but it does. Can that lift Melbourne? They need a bit of a adrenaline injection.
Some shaky moments is the word that has been used as Hogan finally get his hands on the football. This is a must-kick goal.
Burton just really didn't have the size or the bulk to be able to match him in the air.
Margin 34. Hogan gets the Demons third. They needed that. Back it comes to 28. To run. Hunt not quite. Kick a little poor. Hunt almost went past it. Frost still just watches on. He just started this at half back. Oliver. Jones gets away from Smith. Taken high. Kicks it. Goal. They paid the advantage. Demons. Back-to-back goals.
A lot of players around the footy. Certainly a high tackle. He made the choice to get the extra metre closer to goal and take the advantage, floated it through, and he just tackled him and dragged him to the ground. It was just an over. He overplayed it. The mark was clear. It becomes, geez, a big penalty. Bad move then by Howe.
Well, I heard Simon Goodwin say that Hunt's going forward to try and find something there.
He did.
Well, this stem the flow, bring it back to 29. Oh, just.
Enormous pressure. Melbourne come out alive. Oliver, decision to make. He wasn't sure. Frost through traffic. Here go Melbourne. They wind up. They've opened them up through the middle. Kennedy Harris. Good-looking ball. This is why they've shifted this man forward. Hunt running into an open goal. Got it. He's got 2 in the quarter. Goodwin's a genius.
Petrarca back to Jetta. In trouble, out of trouble. Off to Petrarca. Through the circles, over the top. One of the skippers receives. O'Brien bears down. Long ball. Hogan almost. Howe. Garlett. Goal! Three in a row to the Demons. To get there first. Vince looks at Jones, gives it to him in the end after drawing the player. Jones on the left boot. Who's at home from a Demon standpoint? Pedersen out the back, caught between a few. Lewis, wrong side, right foot. Yes! to 21. And they've only narrowed the half-time margin by 9. 29 right now is 20. Hunt's kicked a couple in this term. Garlett one, Lewis one. Roughhead a couple, Burgoyne one. Demons on the march. Hogan! Big fly.
Strength of the jump and the strength of the hands. That's a really good contested mark.
15 seconds.
That's a beauty.
So Hogan, 5 and change to play before three-quarter time. This for the Demons, 5th. Runs around, opens things up, gets the goal. Back to 14 points. To use it. Bug went searching for Salem. Kick wasn't brilliant. Handball in front of Watts. Little slap was terrific. Hogan, low ball. Garlett on the end of it all. 29 minutes ago, they trailed by 35. It's now 7. There today, Viney. Been brilliant all around the ground. Last little step was terrific against Gunston. Went wide. Oscar McDonald to Hunt. Backs himself with pace. Kicked a couple in this term. Hannon, important little get. Long ball inside 50. Salem, Hardwick, Garlett. He can kick another and does. 4 in a row, the Demons. And 7 of the last 9. 1 point again.
Did well to hold it in. They really changed direction from
the
that.
Demons faithful, praying this is his first. He delivers. 1 point ball game at the G.
And now into a tight spot, found Jeddah. Jeddah gives the handball off to Vince from inside the square. Here comes Hogan. Hogan saves the day. Huge kick for him. Jesse Hogan nails the goal, got 3 today. Melbourne back in business. Around him, still realised he had to get rid of it. Petrarca, centering ball, should be a mark here. Is it Jordan Lewis? It is. You wouldn't believe it. Jordan Lewis, the former Hawk, to keep the now Demons in touch. Just under 40,000 here today. Just over a minute remaining. He'll stop the clock at about a minute to get it back to 3 points. Lewis directly in front, 35, got it. Melbourne are within 3 points.
Inside 50 to the Demons, and an excellent mark intercepted by Brown. And his kick too much up for Atkins, and he's handed it straight over. The skipper usually leads from the front. His team wants the first goal of the game, and now they've got it. Melbourne intent to move the ball quickly and put the Crows under pressure. He sends this one high. Kent with the leap. Petrarca there as well. Pedersen out the back. He'll get the Demons second. Jacobs clearly again in the middle. Viney trying to lift his side. Salem running hard at it. Now they can move forward with purpose. Lewis controls the kick, and Garlett marks just inside the 50. It's been their best goal scorer this season, and he shares this one with Buck. So far, yet to kick a goal in 2017, but that is a nice finish, and it is exactly what Melbourne were chasing.
Put 9 behind the ball at that last centre bounce.
Yeah.
So they've got nothing to kick to, and then they're outnumbered when they go forward.
A poor kick there by Atkins, turnover, and Nathan Jones can try and punish them on the turnover, and that's exactly what the Demon skipper does. And there as well, but the two Demons spoiling each other. We've seen that a few times tonight. Watts gets it up, Oliver, and waiting inside 50 is Jordan Lewis. Just needs the bounce. Laird there, he swiveled the hips, he got away, Jordan Lewis. He shares it with Bug, who kicked his second goal of the quarter.
Was able to get in behind the Adelaide Crows defence. Rory Laird just couldn't hang on. Great work by Jordan Lewis. That strength through the hips. And then a nice, easy goal.
Really goal there, Pav.
One for Lewis. Kelly knocked it to Crouch. Jacobs crunched Jaden Hunt, and he might have been knocked out. He came in at a rate of knots. And Jaden Hunt down behind play. Free kick goes to Pedersen downfield, now along the top of the square. Melbourne have got the numbers. Bug knocks it down. McDonald trying to step through a couple. He found the way through, helps himself to the goal, and Melbourne get the first of the third quarter. Early stages of this third quarter. And That Crouch just left it behind. Petrarca will get the clearance away. Long to a one-on-one. Tom McDonald again. Withdrawing through illness yesterday. Tom McDonald, he's having an impact. He's got 2 in the quarter.
6 disposals a game since he come back in. He's already had 23.
Demons mucking around with it across half-back. But now here's Frost, who can run away from Walker and gain as much territory as he can. Long and Bug jumping over the top. And now Melbourne have got players everywhere inside 50. Petrarca can share it with a couple, and Pedersen will stroll into the open goal.
6 goals, 15 inside 50s to 6, and they've kicked 6 goals to 2 points. Fantastic response by the Demons.
Been a big turnaround, Rui. You called
They need to make the most of the momentum they've got at the moment, Melbourne. Viney's kick was clever. Bug to the front. Couldn't hang on. Miller, Laird, he's under pressure. Hannon after it, kicked his feet. Laird going in again, but Oliver stole it back from the tight angle. He threw it on the boost. Clayton Oliver! That is unbelievable!
That may well be goal of the year, Pav. We have to have a look at that.
Well, here it is. The ball sort of gets kicked in, and there's a bit of a scrap. It's a couple of great pressure tackles and winning back the ball from Melbourne. Oliver just sort of scoots around the outside, and what about that for a goal?
Trying to crash through. Handball in the wrong direction, but Hibbert able to take it now. Oliver bursting away from the pack and driving a kick long to the 50. McDonald got turned around, but he won the football anyway. Shares it with Wiedemann. Melbourne looking threatening again. McDonald having to track backwards, changes direction, pokes it short, kept the cool head.
Put this through too.
At the moment, this is a big kick from Pedersen. It's pretty tight. It is there. Melbourne continue to march in this third quarter. Pedersen's got through. Strong tackle by Watts. Pedersen, his kick smothered. Viney going after it, delayed the handball to Tyson. He's got a one-on-one further up the field. It's long in the Tom McDonald direction. Now there is nobody inside 50 for Melbourne. Garlett is streaking into the forward pocket. McDonald goes long. He didn't really give Garlett a great opportunity, but the defence panicked from Adelaide. Directly in front. It is all the Demons at the Adelaide Oval. 9 goals in a row. The Crows would love another one before three-quarter time. But Melbourne have been so good. Ball kicked wide. And here's Tyson. He put the boots into Atkins that time. He was a little sore. And the kick goes long for Melbourne inside 50. Petrarca with a couple to beat down there. Laird fighting hard at ground level. Petrarca just strong. Fed it out to Viney. And he can snap. And the Demons get the instant reply.
But the contest goes in. Roy Laird pumps it down. Petrarca hustles, gets it going. Nice goal assist there to Jack Viney.
For Hampton. For Atkins, back for Douglas, but a great tackle by Jetta. Holding the ball a decision. And Melbourne want to take it quickly. They've got numbers inside 50. Watts wrestling with Hartigan. Ball to ground. Garlett dangerous in this situation. And rushed back through by Otten. Now, was he too far out?
Oh, it was a rebound off his...
Garlett steps out, and from the tight angle, he has kicked the goal. That is a big moment. 9 metre zone. We're back underway. The Demons after the goal, and Jenner will take the mark here at centre half-back. Wide for Salem. Margin now 33. Through the middle of the ground they go. Lewis to Hibbert, who's had a heap of the football tonight. Long kick, Jacobs has to spoil. Watts waiting down. Garlett can try and help himself to another one. Has it got the legs? Kent will mark it in the square. Can open up the angle as much as he wants. He snaps it through. Step it slipped. Watts, Viney, Tyson. Now Hibbert. And the inside 50 to Melbourne. Garlett behind. Had to spoil. Down away from Brown. Talia. Now Hartigan.
Should have fumbled a lot, Adelaide.
Under pressure, and he's given it up. Kent. He couldn't get it to Garlett. Oliver kicked a ripping goal earlier in the game, and this is going to work out. Hannon will walk into the open goal. Melbourne just doing as they please. Viney hassling Douglas. Hampton flicked out the handball, but only as far as Oliver. Quickly onto the point, and the mark is claimed by Petrarca, playing in front. And has been a goal kicker this season as well. 11 goals, 2 coming into tonight. He makes no mistake there.
Well, you know about that route?
No, it was a roughie.
Oh, please.
Frost with a big leap over the top of his teammate in Hibbert. A highlight for the defender. And it's been a big night for Melbourne.
You'd think they'd look at shutting down Rory Laird as well, Pav, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
As Kent quickly got it on the boot and he's kicked a great goal. Bit of icing on the cake for the D's.
Everywhere. Swallow, Wagner, Tyson, fast hands, beautiful through traffic. Salem, Petrarca, wasn't that impressive. Tyson on the end to Pedersen, gets a look from inside the centre square, open goal square, hoping for a good bounce and got it. Really good from Pedersen, quick hands.
Work it clear. Demons end up with a football. Jones to Salem. Wagner took too long, so Brown has drifted down. Meanwhile, Jones picks up the footy again, fires it a long way. Demons get another. Jones gets his first
result with the free from just outside the arc. No one mans the mark, so he gains another metre or two. Long ball. Thompson over the back, missed the lot. Around the corner here, Hannon kicks the goal. His first ever goal at the G. Just to get into position as Viney goes the long ball, top of the square. Great body use here by Hannon, who's about to kick his second. You can goal in as many minutes. Got it, no problems at all. Back to 14.
Not so good. Bug, look away. Tyson, clever slap. Watts to Hibbert. Got a runner on the outer side. Jeffy from 45 hits the ball over the top. Viney from point blank. Demons, 3 on the bounce. Down the line. Oliver couldn't quite get there. Vince gets the ball, takes it cleanly, works it into a dangerous spot. Important hand by Swallow. Did really well then. Vickers-Willis, smothered ball. Petrarca about the place, might be able to finish it off. Just needs to pick it up, fires it inside. Tyson quickly. Hannon, third for the term for him, fourth for Demons.
Shoving, antagonising each other. Watts in the meantime turns on the big arc. The kick out wide. Melbourne looking good again. Hunt gets rid of Mullet. Funny little handball, reckon it was a throw. Hannon for his 4th goal, didn't try it. Great control and composure. Pedersen. First quarter, and here he is with a relatively easy one from 30 metres out and no problems at all. 5-goal quarter for the Demons.
Well, Hannon's had a big term. Work Cunnington off the ball, allows Vince to run forward. Kent, he's a thumping kick of the football. This time measures it back inside. Half volley for Lewis. Now to Jones. Again, measured kick through the middle. Chance for Frost to get and go from 60. It's long, it's straight, it's huge. 3 in a row, the Demons.
Yeah. They really haven't got the free. They're all 1-on-1. In fact, 2-on-1 here, but somehow Hannon makes it work. He's off like a rocket. The kick to Bug. And they finally get through. He goes over the top to Jetta. Jetta wants to go to Garlett, but he went himself in the end. And Melbourne get their first goal of the second half.
Collide at the fall of it. Petrarca wins the battle.
He does, and now the kick's important, and it's good to Pedersen. Needs to get up. He's got a 1-on-1 down the ground if he wants to go with Hannon. Garlett's further down the field. He goes to that 1-on-1 with Hannon here. Eyes on the ball, he marks. Now he's got 1-on-1s everywhere. He elects not to go with any of those inside 50. Instead he goes wide to Salem. He's a good stroker of the footy, Salem, and he kicks the goal.
They'd be fueled with enthusiasm, wouldn't they? Jetta and Garner go up. Here's a chance for Watts to make it Frost to Oliver to goal. Clayton Oliver, big time goal.
Yeah, a little bit to slack. Gee, funny little handball from Jack. Now opportunity with Lewis.
That's all from Garlett's pressure on the kicker. Yeah. That's creative.
So here he is. It's a tough one. There's no question. You'd be 50-50 from there. Lewis from 40, low, hard, goal. No problem
wins it all if you're Jordan Lewis.
Fatigue, so play with the ball, has to really think his way through. He's going to have targets, but he's got to find them.
Demons need 3 goals, 4.5 minutes to find them. Here's Petrarca, lowers the eyes, skidding ball, chance for Lewis, little under Kent, fires at goal. Demons within 8 points.
Mark should have been taken by Watts. Able to knock it back towards Tyson, and now Neil Bullen has got the football. And he can swing it inboard, and Petrarca.
Now, this is the type of kick. At the other end, he'd be kicking this 3/4 post height.
Free kick off the ball to Tom McDonald in the goal square.
So, might almost make certain of this goal with the ball advanced.
Top people new to the game, it either becomes 50 or if the infringement was beyond 50 where the ball was, that's where the free kick was.
After the penalty, Petrarca is able to put the ball through from point-blank range, and Mel
saw Jones end up with the ball there, but he hands it back to Money. Jones is coming off the back of the square every bounce.
Big fist by May, but it lands with Watts, who can send it quickly inside 50, and Harms drifting in.
That's really good.
Spot on, really strong hands.
Yeah.
I mean, that was...
Both side would be about right, but inside right.
Harms back in the side for the game this afternoon, and a lovely finish there to get the Demons second. For Tom McDonald. Now Viney.
Bounce and go.
And continuing to run. With a couple of bounces up the wing, drew the man to him. Tyson, he's got Garlett on long. He sends it in that direction. Garlett trying to use the body, he did. He nudged May underneath it, and Jeff Garlett will speed away into the open goal. The Suns, Witts looping handball, and well picked off by Vince. He just read the Barlow handball, and now Melbourne can cut their way back through the middle. Another drop mark, this time by the veteran in Lewis. Kick by Oliver, a beauty, but not taking it out in front was Viney. Excellent spoil by Harmrout. Watts to Neil Bullen, and now they'll spot up Garlett. He'll take the mark, he'll play on, and he just dribbles the goal around the defender, but it's exactly what the Demons are looking at.
Out. Last line of defence gets to Lewis.
Back through the middle of the ground. Pedersen wide for Garlett, who has found some space in this quarter. Handball over the top for Harms. Decides against a shot at goal. He sets it up instead, and Nathan Jones can go back for the shot. The Demons, they've for the co-captain. Get his side right back into it, and he's kicked right through it. Just snuck it in, and the D's are start for Leslie in this game. Big numbers as Tyson inboard for Melksham. Melbourne looking to build. Jones with the drilling kick inside 50 to Harms.
Take many teeth down there.
So Harms kicked a goal in the first quarter. That is lovely off the boot. Here come Melbourne.
Working behind play now, organising Melbourne. A kick from the ball has been fantastic for the D's in the last 10 minutes.
It's definitely set them up, as I mentioned. They're using the whole ground now. So Jordan's in the vicinity, and it's a great bit of play by Simon Goodwin, because when you got experience on the half-back line like Jordan Lewis, who can organise your troops as he has done in this quarter, they're right back in this game of football.
Ball's kick turned over. Jones sends it back inside 50 for Melbourne. Watts made the contest. Harms looking dangerous at ground level. The one-handed pick-up and the finish. James Harms for his third. And Neil Bullen out of defence, straight up the middle of the ground. Here's Viney. He's got Bug out wide, and players running back inside 50. Bug just needs the ball to sit for him. May try to corral. Bug chips it in, and Petrarca couldn't hang on. Garlett still down there harassing. Bug another opportunity, taken high, no. Umpire initially in the play said no. The other umpire said yes. Melbourne take the free kick, play on, and Jones will have a shot at goal.
That was
front. He has dragged his team right back into this game, and now he is putting the Demons in front. Tom McDonald got it up to Garlett. Oliver for Vince, and that's a great switch kick to centre half forward. Nathan Jones has been the man for Melbourne, and that is a beautiful kick. Hannon, how did he find that much space right on the goal line? One of the easiest goals he'll kick. Got some problems. The Suns continue to be under pressure. But Fiorini and Kolodjasny work it out, but stolen back by Petrarca, and another easy goal coming up. Watts marking it at the top of the...
Oh,
can't
put it in the book.
He looked like he pulled up a little bit sore when he took the mark, Jack Watts, but distance won't be a problem. Stabs through it, and he keeps this good record from that position going, and Melbourne continue to march.
Short or keep it low.
It's low into the pocket. Garlett used the body. Saab tried to spoil. Clean pick up by Bug. Hannon onto the left boot. Snapping back towards goal. Sensational finish from Mitch Hannon, who's now got 3. In and under, trying to get a handball out. Now Oliver gets it back moving Melbourne's way. Neil Bullen with a handball through to Pedersen. The high ball coming in. Watts getting back. Made body contact early. The ball hits the deck. Garlett roving, and the quick snap from Jeff Garlett.
Party time.
Quarter.
Scrapped for the football. Tira on his knees. Just couldn't get a handball. They had to tunnel ball it out the back. Leslie gave it up to Viney. And the Demons get over the top and out the back again. Neil Bullen to Garlett.
Good hands.
He's the man of the moment. He's already got 3 to his name.
Clayton Oliver, that left-hand handball from in traffic.
The last goal was spectacular. This one a little bit more routine, but it does mean that Jeff Garlett has kicked his 4th.
Forces you to react to it, doesn't it?
Bug just going short to Melksham. Then he looks up. The vision was good to Pedersen, and he bumped off Hanley. Couldn't hang on to the mark. Hanley recovers. Swallow. Good tackle by Garlett. Affected the turnover. Hannon to Pedersen. They're lining up the Ds. Handball. Bug over the top. Watts, and he's got the next link in the chain, and Nathan Jones kicks his 3rd goal of the night. He has led his team from the front. Watts will get there first. Waited for it to sit. And then the handball back inside. Tyson has time to steady. The shot pretty good off the boot, and Melbourne add another.
Over in front of him.
The crosshairs, I think.
Viney with a handball through. Good work by Melksham. Now Pedersen with a long kick again. Jeff Garlett, he can think about number 5. He's out the back. Saad made a good contest. Garlett just fumbling after the footy. He had just enough time to get the finish, and Garlett's kicked a handful.
Adams got in the way, and Collingwood now through side bottom.
Well, chance for Hannon. Got in the road, did well. Feeds it inside. Pedersen over the top to McDonald. On the end of it, maybe Bug. Well, he's been missing in recent times. He doesn't miss there. Clever goal. Scores level. Dangerous ball in the end. Howes caught with it. Taken the ground. Petrarca back inside. Captain's going to set it up. Garlett should finish. A little dance, a skip, and a goal. Demons have got a couple. Hunt's got the speed. Just works himself away from Callum Brown. So exciting to watch. And then a long ball into the pocket. Jack Watts, I think, was held. Kicked 14 for the year. A couple of weeks when goalless. One against the Suns. Got one against the Pies. Demons back in front.
Grundy. They've got to defend here, Collingwood. Melbourne, you think are the only ones that can score. Hunt's taken the mark. Now he's been told to go by the umpire. He'll send it inside 50. There's time for a mark. 5 seconds. McDonald off hand. Free. Free to Melbourne in the last second. Yep, that's a knock of the arms by Lyndon Dunn, and Brett Rosebery nailing that decision. Crowd don't like it. Well, get over it. 20 metres out after the siren for quarter time. Nails it.
Taylor Adams happy to switch things up. Petrarca, here's a chance. The youngster not short on confidence. Kick. Oh, perfect. That's the one they needed. Garlett's got 2. Way up and under. Pedersen front spot. Crisp out the back. Got a couple of hands. Misses. And now Petrarca runs to 50. Garlett got the last. Petrarca, he gets the next. Back-to-back for the Demons, and back to just 16 points. Got it away. Petrarca found the football. Garlett, cute over the top. Harms, must have been just 15. These led by 7 at quarter time. Pies 23 at the long break. Harms does his bit. D's get the first of the third.
Almost hoping it'd go over there and away. Back inside, Sharon Berg knocked away. Bart keeps it. Little dainty one inside, and Jack Watts takes the mark.
Jones gets around Treloar, works it to half forward. Big moment for Petrarca coming up. Oh no. Mark, 50. 3 goals to 1 in this term. 23 points down at halftime. Margin now 10 points. Ball dislodged in the tackle. Jones, Vince. Through the hands of Treloar, into Hibbins, to Viney, to Neil Bullen. Where's the run now? Salem. Now to Tyson. A bounce, he can run to 50. Tries to kick it over the top to Garlett. Bouncing ball. Has to just wait a little. Tries to work it around the corner. And again he finds his man in Thomas Bug. Plays on. Kicks it around the corner. Demons get another. Back to 4 points. As we've said, it is such an important one.
Frost driving ball inside 50. High footy up, they fly over the back. Bug almost again off hands. Pedersen, little inside out slider. Got it.
Come back from the Demons. They're on the ropes, but they never hit the canvas. 28 points in arrears now. Just 4. They punch forward again. So Melksham, remarkably, can put the Demons in front. 5 of 7 in this term. And Melksham's delivered. He's handled the moment, and the Demons are in front.
That is an absolute domination. Garland across the face, got rid of 1 tackle. Centering ball, almost there. Hannon, shot, got it. Look at the Melbourne fans get out of their seat.
There's the ruck contest. There's Jeffrey Garlett, so quick. And that clever kick, it almost hit the target too.
What a turnaround this has been.
Set umpire Jacob Mollison. The ball inside 50. Petrarca's got it. Petrarca has got it. Petrarca needs it to bend, and he does. MCG alight.
Kick forward to Watts. Might not have to break stride. Bounces kind. Runs inside 50. Jones screaming for the ball. Watts kicks. Goal.
Quick release for Viney. He wants to duck inside Honeychurch. He's able to do it. And there's Garlett.
That was a good kick. He had no other options long.
Still not much. There's about 5 to 1 in terms of the numbers in the Bulldogs' favour. And you can see the hesitation from Garlett. And somehow he's got just the right distance on the kick.
Garlett in the end. Dale Morris would be disappointed though. A little bit exuberant, you'd say, Johnny.
Generally good for about half a goal a game through his career, Dom Tyson. Only 2 goals this year in 10 games. And that's tight, but it's through. And the first goal of the game belongs to Melbourne.
It's Christian Petrarca.
Well, Neil Bullen was the loose, and he should have marked it in the end. He got to the right spot. Hunter, they've been pushed back here vigorously. Oh, Petrarca picked the pocket and kicked the goal. He's a burst of energy.
First quarter, the Western Bulldogs.
Oliver, back to the wing. Eastonwood didn't take an intercept mark last week. He's able to lay a good tackle, but look at this, Tom Bug. He can decide to go himself or share the love with Jeffy Garlett, and they've got the only 3 of the game so far. Ball thrown up, Boyd clearly got the hands to it. McDonald last week only had the 2 hit-outs, but it was the clearance work he gave them when he went into the ruck after half-time. Suckling was completely oblivious as to what was to come. Oliver took a fairly dubious advantage, but Watts made it look good. He's been paid the mark.
It's probably against the rub of the green.
So Jack Watts, only 4 effective kicks last week. 3 of them were goals. And he's put that straight through. What a start for the D's. And still 27 points. Johannesson with a driving ball, but Bernie Vince in the right place. Brings it in for Lewis. To full forward again. Dogs defence well placed for this one. Petrarca, Pedersen, Harms got ball to boot and kicks the goal. They're claiming it was touched. Goal umpire thinks it's a major. Jaden Hunt and some liberty there. Takes the kick out wide for Tyson. It's got Jones on offer. He ignores that. Not much on the horizon that he's interested in yet. Takes it on anyway. Down to Pedersen, and he is capable of a big leap. Garlett, Jones, just had to squeeze the kick a bit. Bug, clever little tap. There was demons everywhere, and one of them was Hannon.
What a game he is having. Something going on here.
Quite a big game.
Well, the umpire's pointed. Yeah, there you go.
Another free kick.
The umpire pointed in their favour.
This is a disaster for the Western Bulldogs.
They've got every right to smile at the moment there, Melbourne, because they are right on top of the Western Bulldogs here at Etihad.
So here's the first goal.
Bug taps it out. He goes over, knocks Easton Wood from behind, and he repays the favour, gets a free kick against.
There wasn't a lot in it.
Nah, Tom Bug, he went over very easily. I know you've been big on that brownie, you and Kingy over the last few weeks. Players going to ground easily.
Well, he started it, didn't he, Jono?
Yep, 100%
What
Kingy.
they expect to happen post
Exactly.
Well, the Pest has the last say, and he puts it through. Tom Bug. That's a gloomy, gloomy look on the Premiership coach's face.
In favour of the Western Bulldogs, so they've responded. They've awoken the sleeping dogs here.
Back to the wing. There's a block. Free kick going to Petrarca, as you heard. Easton Wood playing dumb, as if he didn't know whose it was. Instant give to Oliver. And they hadn't quite got positioned in defence, the Bulldogs. So Jack Watts. Siren sounds. With all that's happened in the last 10 minutes, he knows it's big. He knows it's huge. And it just got bigger. Jack Watts celebrates. Melbourne fans delight. And it could be on again here.
Yeah, definitely.
Jake Stringer shaping up to Jack Viney. But Melbourne can point to the scoreboard. Big height advantage on offer. And away goes Salem. Looking up with Jones. Gets a call out wide from Melksham. Pedersen's doubled back to the square, and so is Jack Watts. So they're both there one-on-one. Garlett is actually the extra player, but it doesn't make it that far. They didn't need him because Jack Watts was able to use the height inequality.
Turn and kick long in perfection to Jack Watts.
Well, they kicked a huge goal just before the half, and it takes less than a minute for him to do the same after the break.
Forward half kicking the Western Bulldogs sitting at 51% compared to 67% for Melbourne.
A little too adventurous that time, Morris. And now it's Salem through half forward. But Garlett, he can let it fly over his head for another magnificent goal for Melbourne. Christian Salem.
No reason. As we saw, the Bulldogs got hot last year in September. It's a wide open competition. They've got a lot of stars, Melbourne, especially with Gawn and Hogan also to come back in.
Oscar McDonald, that's going to be a free to Pedersen. Advantage taken. Whisked away by Melksham to Neil Bullen. He could have gone to Watts or to Harms. He chose the latter. Harms for Garlett. And Garlett will stroll in for another. Outstanding play from one end to the other for the D's. McDonald released it. Hunt. And then Harms to send them on their way again. Links up with Jack Watts.
On the angle, play on.
Got Pedersen out of the square. Watts gets himself into a tangle and gets out to a reasonable manner. We know that Hannon can fly. He tried to leap with a run. Pedersen and Melksham adds another. as the Demons continue to rack up the goals in this third quarter. Dalhouse. And they get their way. Oh, they won't get out of this one. Just a picture of confusion at the moment, the Bulldogs with the ball. As compared to the Demons, they are flourishing. Bug, he'll give Tyson one more. Back to Bug. More pain for the Dogs, but more sheer delight for the D's. Whose only problem at the moment is some...
Plenty of numbers around the ball. Eastonwood gets this one. But that's when they've got time to set up, because he's not able to play on due to them closing up and manning the mark with effectiveness, Melbourne.
And Mitch Hannon again just had the 9 disposals, but 8 of them have been contested. And here's Tom McDonald.
Yeah, we spoke about manning them. Certainly Melbourne have done that magnificently today.
So Tom McDonald to do what Jack Watts did just before the break at half-time. They can do no wrong, the Demons. They deserve this 50-point lead. They string more hands together and formulate a way forward. Out to the wing, taken by Garlett.
He's been enormous today, Garlett.
For Salem, a cruel bounce. Kept himself in it, though. Took on 2 and now a third, Salem. Wood rode it out. Dale likewise. But here's Oscar McDonald. Flipped it out to Melksham. Back to full forward, Pedersen. Hunter. Size difference made all the day. Now they're getting tricky and confident. And he hands it off to Hannon.
We have enough conversations at Clubland. It's just one less they would like to have.
Petrarca back to the square again. Oh, it fell beautifully for Tom McDonald.
So it's been good, but what stood out a bit to me is just the lack of Bulldogs awareness and poor kicking like that.
And Bug, he spotted Garlett. That's who he's trying to kick to. But Neil Bullen in the right spot at the right time.
Well, he actually had 3 off.
He knocks this through, it's 113 points. 7 times this year they've scored 100 points. They only did it 7 last year in a full season. So they're going well.
Alex Neil Bullen flirting with that goalpost. Big smiles for the D's.
In fact, in general play now, Hutchings was just running with Oliver.
It's a good long kick back in the Bug direction. There's a whistle. And it is going Melbourne's way. For the last 6 games at the VFL, 5 games at the start of the year, and he's kicked Melbourne's first goal of the night. Scores a level.
And here is the man we speak of, Hunt. Always takes a bit of ground and then launches a long ball. Pedersen. Can they get through half forward this time? Pedersen slaps it down. Neil Bullen sat for him perfectly. He can kick it from there. Bends it around and Melbourne get their second goal. So this is Bernie Vince, former Adelaide Crow himself, to Tom McDonald. Now one-on-one chance. Oh, Jeffy Garlett, he looked dangerous there. Billy Stretch trying to flick it back to Neil Bullen. Then he falls over. Billy's told us it's slippery out there tonight. Melksham wise through it to Viney. Can they kick 3 in a row? The Demons, they can. Standing in the way to Hibberd. He's got a man free. And that's Hannon, who's had a bit of issue with his hip.
Jeffy's out.
Good hard work from Stretch, though. He worked hard.
They're gone
They've
here,
got
Jeffy.
some space here. At the top, Richo's called Jeffy. There's the space. He'll keep it moving. Well done, the D's. To Bug. Showed a little bit to McKenzie. And they go coast to coast and kick a goal, Melbourne. Pedersen and Petrie. Petrarca hasn't seen a lot of the footy. Hadn't picked it up and then got boot to ball cleanly and kicked a goal, I think, Mitch Hannon. Brilliant effort. Goal from nowhere.
Let's have a look at this again. How quick did he get that to his boot? Left boot, Mitch Hannon. Real find for Melbourne.
Added for the West Coast Eagles. Run out of room here, although he knew Mitchell was behind him, so played it very well in the end. Mitchell couldn't get some clean space, and the ball's coming back the other way. Neil Bullen, well done. Here's Harms, handball to Bug. Steps inside, setters it up. Terrific kick, McDonald marks. And a chance for Melbourne to increase their lead. So Tom McDonald 2 behinds tonight, but he hasn't missed this one. And the Demons out by 9 points.
Salem had his name written all over that one, and they love to get it moving. Oliver, he's got to go short because the West Coast got numbers back. Well, good lead provided by Melksham. He pierced his way through, and the kick was perfect.
Yeah, that was better. That's more the play Melbourne need tonight.
Coming back from a year outside of the game, and they get the quick reply, and the 7th lead change of the game. Melbourne are back in front.
Forward Oliver, Tyson, now Petrarca steps inside. He got around 3, and Sockering in danger, I think this is going to be called.
Yeah, you don't see it a lot, but his hands were there and it was kicked off the ground.
Absolutely, fair enough. And bobbing up Tom McDonald inside 50 for the season, including that one earlier, directly in front, loves it off the boot. And Melbourne back in front, lead change number 9.
This game means a lot. Tyson, Jeffrey Garlett, Oliver was lurking, and so too McDonald. Really nice lead. That was good forward craft, Richo. You would have been proud of him.
He's taking advantage.
Yeah, he was great last week. Couple of goals against the Bulldogs. 2 goals in a minute for Tom McDonald. And the D's get the margin out to 10 points.
Just rolled the ball towards the goals. Well done by Frost. Came out, met it hard. A touch of Frost on a Saturday night. Long clearing kick, and McDonald stands up. Harms away now. Melbourne running hard.
They've got nothing here. They've got to run it, and they've done it so well.
Did really well to Harms, and they've worked it nicely. Distance for Neil Bullen. They'll get one. Chasing hard, Duggan. Neil Bullen's going to kick a goal, I think. Bending it, and he kicked it. Big goal, Melbourne.
They just need the next goal, the D's. Must get it. Melksham, McKenzie, no mark. Here's a chance. Petrarca got the ball from stretch. They get the next goal. Back to 8 points. Demons right in it. Into the hands, it's okay. Lewis now from Oliver. Well done, Harms.
It was well done by Melksham because he had nothing ahead. He had to wait.
18th. Harms with 8 goals this season. It's a tightish angle, but it's home, and it's a 2-point ball game at Domain Stadium. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Max Gawn pumps it in long. Bug trying to come with a fly at the back. Terrific. Pedersen got his hands on the footy, and it's stuck. If Pedersen kicks this, we're back to 10 points. He's kicked it.
Can he work his way through it over the top? Pedersen kicked the last goal, traps the footy. What can he do by foot? McDonald had a look and then decided to go for it, and he's going to go back. So Tom McDonald, 3-2 from set shots, 4 goals, career high, and the D's are right back in this. Down here for the Eagles. Well done, Oliver. Got it to Hibberd. Can he score from there? Hibberd bends it back. They need a mark, Melbourne. Hunt flies. Pedersen couldn't grab it. McDonald tackled. Can he get boots the ball? Oh, he's done it, Tom McDonald. You genius.
And look at him getting back. They're all going to get back now, the D's. Great contest to McDonald. How did he get a foot to it? Every Melbourne player now rushing back behind the footy.
That is a serious goal from a man who's played his whole career as a defender. Look at Simon Gilbert.
They're going to need a mark. The siren sounds. Melbourne have done it. What a victory. The Demons beat the Eagles for the first time in 10 starts.
Hibberd. It's been terrific. Petrarca to Lewis, and then neat kick to Bug. Bug quickly on. Good hands there. Gets to Hibberd. Hibberd's a probing kick to centre half forward. Oh, big strong mark by McDonald.
It was Michael Hibberd's run there off half-back which set that one up, and it was a beautiful kick to advantage.
Well, that is a wrap, and he's kicked it like a young gun.
Space for himself, did it well, except Hanbury read it better. Hannon got him in the tackle. Did he dispose of it, or did he let go before the Hannon tackle came? It doesn't matter because he's gone now. This will be a Hannon free. Have a look. No, that ball was probably knocked out in the tackle.
Yeah, but BT, if it gets knocked out in the tackle and you've had prior opportunity, I still think that's holding the footy.
Yep. I think he's paid it for the second one when he dragged it back in.
They got it right in the end.
So he's probably, the umpire deemed there was no prior. For all that Sydney have done in the game, if Hannon were to kick this, and he has,
2 Melbourne goals.
So probably the right call technically.
McDonald, and well, I think Gawn was the target, but Hunt was the man who took the mark.
Credit to Melbourne, that's what they're doing.
And they're kicking straight, aren't they? And they kick away.
Sydney did the early misses. Petrarca out the back door. Acceleration, looking for the skidder. Needs a straight one and got it. Petrarca just nailed the kick. And the Melbourne fans out of their seat, and that big smile of Petrarca.
Well, they've had stoppages in the last 10 minutes. Look at that setup. Jordan Lewis there. Beautiful tap from Max Gawn, and Christian Petrarca, just a powerful machine, Duck. That's superb to be able to win the stoppage first of all, break away and then finish like that. That's what's going to see him being a star of this comp for a long time. There's a free kick here. It's going to be Melbourne's ball.
Here's the mark. There's a Shepherd more than 5 off the ball. Just let me set up mark. Just 3 metres, please.
So heard the explanation. Shepherd more than 5 off the ball. So McDonald, his goal kicking's been the stuff of legends in the last week, hasn't it?
And didn't need to do that, did they, Sydney? No. He wasn't in the contest.
See, they started the shot clock late then.
So can he nail a second goal here and give Melbourne the fast start? Good kick. Geez, a good kick for goal, isn't he? Kicked a couple.
Floating Harms. And to go a second ago, turned well. Onto his left, high ball, centre wing, Petrarca, really solid hands overhead. He wheels and goes back inside. Low ball here, opportunity for Melksham. Melksham can keep going. He needs to straighten on the left. Didn't think he could get back there, so he went with the left. And that is a match-lifting goal. Couldn't have started better for the Melbourne Footy Club. I wonder when the streak's going to finish, Richo. 4 in a row tonight. They've got Gold Coast next week. Big game after that. They play GWS. Sydney. Petrarca dishing off the handball wide there to Melksham. Had to go and get it. Pedersen had a bit of a look. Time to spot up Oliver. Oliver to Hibberd. Hibberd to the run of Melksham. Petrarca was good. The advantage paid here. Petrarca within 55. Really classy finish from Christian Petrarca. His second.
Just needed those half a dozen disposals earlier, didn't we? Because
slaps it forward, gathers himself, thinks about the little give, goes by foot inside 50. Jones sets himself. Kent at ground level to stretch, can give it off. Wagner 40 metres out, standing start. Got it. Suspended for 3 weeks for breaking Patrick Cripps' jaw the last time these two teams met. Ball spiral inside 50. Free kick. Holding decision against Liam Jones. It's going to Tom McDonald.
Pretty soft, I would have thought, though. As soon as you get 2 hands around the body, it's automatic. I don't know whether we did that.
And McDonald gets the perfect start to the second term for the D's.
It is stuck in the memory by the looks. There's Lewis again. Kerridge got him, and this time I don't think he had the footy. Now the advantage is paid and the goal is kicked. Will it stick? It will to Wagner.
From home. Attacks the square. Harms, Doherty. Big Falcon off Harms. Will give it a goal assist. Straight to Neil Bullen. Well, that struck James Harms in the face with some ferocity. Could have ricocheted anywhere. Went straight to Alex Neil-Bullen, and he kicks his first. White will get there first. McDonald arrives now. Jones, dispossessed by Kent. Taken by McDonald. Will thump it long. Garlett's got the sit on Sheehan. It's a one-on-one contest.
He panicked, Sheehan.
Yeah.
And the D's respond.
Now Hibberd, left foot, decides to handball. Pedersen, stretch, over the top. Melbourne challenging 3 minutes before the half. Vince looking for the square, and he's found Hogan.
Now that's a confidence builder for Hogan. He had the chance, had the sit, but still had to read the flight of the ball. That was where Melbourne just worked hard enough. The Kerridge fumble just enough for them to create the turnover.
Half-time break. No problems at all.
Lewis to Vince. McDonald's got 3 to beat in the air. Free kick, pushing the back, right on the siren. Melbourne will get a shot for goal.
That all came from Petrarca's magnificent handball. He was under pressure, but he got a 20-metre handball to space, and Melbourne were off. It was all came from that. That was just a...
James, do me a favour, please.
Bit of push and shove off the ball here too, Lee. And the interesting thing is we're going to speak to Tom McDonald in about 20 seconds, Jason, after he kicks this goal.
So the worst possible result for Carlton, the best for Melbourne if Tom McDonald can go back and slot this goal after the siren. He does. It's a 1-point ball game at the MCG. Hogan goes inside 50. McDonald's his target. Tom McDonald can go back and kick for his second goal, his first coming after the siren at half-time. And a chance to give the D's the lead. So McDonald for goal number 3 from right on 50. And Melbourne lead for the first time this afternoon. He'll go again. Doherty to Simpson. Can he get past Smith? Almost through. Silvani had to throw it on the boot quickly. Now a chance for the D's. They've got men everywhere inside 50. Plowman ricocheted off him, but Petrarca can give it to Garlett, and the D's will get the goal.
Advances the footy, big fly in the pack there. Kent overrunning it, went and got it Hannon. Harms, good ball, dangerous ball. McDonald there, he's already kicked 3, along the ground. Neil Bullen, another one for the Demons. They hit the front.
Hannon runs onto the hit out. Penetrating ball inside 50. McDonald, he's got it! He looked hopelessly out of position, kept his eyes on the ball, and reels it in. He's kicked 17-4 this season. Important one here, and he makes no mistake. Pedersen goes back, that's a brilliant mark! One-on-one with Wiedering. Kept his eyes on the ball, juggled it beautifully, goes to the top of the square. Garlett, Oliver, free kick. It's coming back to the D's for over the shoulder.
What a great decision by Hogan to pull up them, knowing they had a set shot from 20.
Jeff Garlett, the ex-Blue, a chance to kick his 3rd goal. So Garlett takes a deep breath. This to reduce the margin back to 3 points. Hannon applies the pressure. Pedersen's wrapped up. Hunt tried to spin through the Fisher tackle. Petrarca likewise. Ball ricochets and Hannon's away for the D's.
Hannon took a bounce on the wing, now goes to the one-on-one. Jeff Garlett gets down low, got to beat a couple here, Jeff. Hasn't got a lot of support at the moment. They arrive now. Hogan gets back to his feet, gives it to Melksham. Melksham with a low ball. Got it! Melbourne back in front. Melbourne in front by 2 points.
This was his half-back line. It was almost, no, this was the goal. A further few kicks back. It was a kick that was smothered, that had bounced into a Melbourne's player's hands. Then they were off.
Back towards half-forward. McCready and Lamb. It spills to Petrarca at ground level. Can look up inside 50. Find a target. Neil Bullen. What a ball from Neville Jetta.
Now he's got to forget about the clock here and just concentrate on kicking the goal. Don't worry about the clock. Kick the goal first.
35 seconds remaining. He gives it off. And that's really clever. Because now Jordan Lewis can go back and milk the clock.
So it's over now.
That is brilliant thinking from the Demons.
He doesn't know how long there is to go, of course. We know there's 19 seconds to go and about the same on the time clock. But Jordan Lewis would only know the time clock, not the exact seconds to go.
That is going to be a harsh lesson learned for the Blues. Melbourne are going to hang on. Jordan Lewis with the final kick of the game. And he slots it. The D's hang on in a thriller at the MCG. Melbourne 14-6-90. Carlton 12-10-82. The Blues devastated. The D's jubilant.
Wants to go forward with the footy, and Melksham had plenty of space. Great kick.
Inside 50, 7-5 in favour of the Demons. So they're in front in that department, and now they trail by just a point. Melksham with the opening goal for the D's. So a lot of time out of the team for Dean Kent. Just the 6 goals this season. And to get something started for the Demons, he liked it off the boot. Here they come.
It's their way through. Kennedy Harris in good position, back with a flight. Man out Petrarca, Richo.
Got one-on-ones in 50 if they go quick.
And then it's Petrarca all on his own. He can score from here, Petrarca. He's a class act, leans back. He loves the moment. 2 in a row to Melbourne. Hands from Lewis were pretty good. Hannon to Neil Bullen, the running torpedo. Might be okay. This is a good foot race. Brown and Jeffy Garlick. Can Jeffy get the ball to hand? Brown played it well. Kelly dispossessed by Melksham. Can he bend it around? The D's get their third of the corner. Here's Greenwood. Looking for Brad Crouch. Oliver did well to get involved. Beautiful pick up. Wagner found a way through. Melksham's got a couple. Can he slide this one through for his third? Which way does it bounce? Melksham's kick 3.
They've shown us what they're all about. Tough one for Harms. Couldn't quite mark. Pedersen, Hibberd, and now Oliver. The Oliver twist. Out of danger. Sizes them up and kicks the goal. To get it back to the 35-point margin that we had at quarter time. It was 39 at half time. Max Gawn, no certainties for goal tonight. Big Maxi likes it. 35 points.
And great work that he is up and running. I think, as you said, it was a heavy knock, but he appeared to be pretty well afterwards. Here's a big moment for Alex Neil-Bullen. That's 3 in a row for the D's, and we're back inside 30 points.
You have to go as far as Whitey's just about.
He's a great character, this man. He's going to load up with a barrel. To give him a lift if he nailed this. Oh, he's screwed on! He's nailed it! Is it going to go straight? That is unbelievable! Malcolm Blight! He got it out!
Is that a free kick?
He's called hands in the back. No. It was the tiniest little bit of...
The only issue there was the handful of jumper the umpire might have seen.
Yeah, tiny. Small hand, but this is a big moment in the game. McDonald kicks the goal, back to 21 points.
Viney back in the team. Hibberd coming off the line. Gets it up in the direction of McDonald, and Tom might have a free.
Well, he's one of the stories of the year so far, Tom McDonald.
For the first goal of the game. Within a minute, it's working its way back. You're spot on, and so is he. Here's Neil-Bullen from the pocket. Time to really size it up, and decides that Petrarca is the best way home.
And that is just brilliant play. It was calm under pressure. It was unselfish, and he set his side up for another goal.
21 goals, 5 this year. He's deadly, Christian Petrarca.
Dixon and Trengove right up around this stoppage, so any quick kick out is going to be a disaster for him.
Gawn. Tough one for Hogan.
Oh, well done.
Followed it all the way back, but it's all there for Jesse Hogan in the end.
Actually, Hogan played it really well. He knew that it was a low percentage marking opportunity, and he stayed at ground level.
In Harms, taken by Hannon, and a good contributor for them this year. And they build again towards full forward. Double effort from Garlett. He read the Neil-Bullen entry.
Yeah.
Jeff Garlett returned home to WA during the week to deal with a family bereavement. There was some uncertainty about whether he would play. But there you can see what it means to him as he puts it through.
He's been one of the stories of the year, Jeff Garlett.
Look at this. They love him, Jared. They're all getting to him. They know what that meant to him.
Positioned everywhere right now. Lewis to Melksham. Wear it, spin it, kick it into the 50. Hogan in front, getting nervous. Hogan over the top. Austin couldn't stop him, and he's kicked a fantastic goal. Jesse's back.
Best option. It may have been a kick, but they're committed to the handball, and it's coming off in spades at the moment.
Look at the wave run, Jared. Look at the numbers at ground level there. Even if Hogan doesn't get that clean, he can tap it on.
Tidy that up, make a big difference. Their lead is 32 points, and it looks like it's just going to keep growing. This is all one-way traffic. Hibbert puts it out in front of Hogan. He's relishing being back in the spotlight, Jesse Hogan, and it's getting better and better by the second.
It's just been a clinic from stoppages. Well done to Oliver.
What's this? What's this?
Great kick from Hibbert.
This pivot there. Just that first step brought him 3 metres. Classy finish.
14 disposals. Look at this man charging off, trying to get something going for the D's again.
That's a great kick.
Neil Bullen to Melksham. Plenty of options.
Great
Goes
kick.
for Gore. No, in fact, it was a bit stronger than that.
Great kick.
Beautifully placed for Harms.
Pushing him forward and leading up on. He didn't get it that time, but he's been great, Maxi.
Oh, look at that one swerve through the air. Started left, but it ended up dead centre. And Lewis back to full forward. McDonald looks well placed. Got there with Hogan. Skirting the pack was Hannon. And he gets it together and puts it through. And there's more high fives for the D's.
He's just class, this kid. He knows where the goals are. He's found a space. Squeezed it through. That is just a quality goal. It wasn't really damaging. It was definitely there, though.
So no one on the mark. Oh, Hogan didn't see it. He's kicked it into the pocket. He actually could have run and got within goal-kicking range himself. McDonald tries to round this up. Under siege, made do. Got it to Melksham, and he's kicked the goal anyway.
To give an easy shot at goal, but he ran back into traffic. A clever finish by Melksham. He's become a really important component of the Melbourne outfit over the last.
He's had a nice couple of kicks today, David. He's had some important involvements, but you're right. The clean hands would have been the first give.
Tyson. Let's see how he jumps. Oh, he stayed standing. McDonald could have gone to the right, went to the left, puts Melksham on a path to goal. And he runs in another one for the D's. Aggressive fashion, sends Tyson on his way. He drills the pass. Hogan out to meet it. Is he within range? He doesn't look as if he is. Just pops it up to the square.
Good kick.
Petrarca, almost no one flew until the very last moment. Harms, solid stuff from Gray.
This time,
yes, for Jeffy Garlett.
Speaking of good finishes, this bloke has just had a magnificent season. Had he challenges last year, he was dropped. And this year he's fronted up the pre-season with a very, very big tank.
Lewis overruns it. Hibbert thumps it for the 33rd time. He has a possession and Melksham marks it. Oh, he's gone for it. He's gone for it. He's got it! Jake Melksham might just have sealed the deal for the D's. And a stellar afternoon that the Melbourne fans are in raptures about at the home of footy.
The 3-on, went the 9-on.
Oh, Petrarca. Highly skilled and exciting youngster. And that's the sort of stuff he can deliver. They're getting there now, the D's.
That Melbourne have set, they're right up there with the very top end of pressure applied, and only 30 seconds earlier it wasn't up to their standard.
2 goals, 3 last week. Keeps it low and right on line. Watts this time has Mullet to deal with it. Has plenty of mates around him. Watts though stayed the course and did brilliantly in Garlett. Here's the man that kicks his second and profits from the work of Jack Watts.
Had to be paid.
Just 3 goals, 3 for the season. Clayton Oliver, look at the way he's angling it. He knew exactly what he was doing. He's put it through.
Looked like his cheekbone already had a bit of swelling around it. Yeah, it is. It's a knock to the cheekbone.
Gives it a fair thump.
Oh, what a long blast that was from Melksham.
It's about now when fatigue starts to set in, and North Melbourne have just got to keep up the defensive pressure.
Melksham.
Or goals will come.
Oh, ball could do anything in the air, and that one's come back for a brilliant goal. Playing primarily in defence. You can't nurse that one back. In fact, it's fallen a little short, and it's kicked through by Hogan, unbelievably. Jayden Hunt to put Melbourne in front. It's a good-looking strike.
He's a good player.
He loves the big goals, and that's a lovely blast down here in Hobart.
Up the ladder than you are, the side that is in really good form, and you get almost to half-time, you drop your guard for 2 minutes, and they can kick a couple in a hurry.
And the lead has expanded to 12 as Tom McDonald kicks truly. Now he darts away. Gawn calling for it at centre-half forward, but he goes longer than that.
Here he is.
And right to the square to Garlett. Scores a level.
It's been one of the great highlights of the competition, the form of this bloke in the second half of the season. New role, a match winner.
And he pops it through, and the D's are back in front in Hobart.
Kicking into a bit of a breeze here too, boys. He'll get the distance, it's just whether he gets the accuracy.
Only 2 goals in his 9 games this year, so I'm sure this is something they want a lot more out of from Max Gawn. Can take a mark, can kick a goal. Duress here. Petrarca was bearing down, got the handball away. Lewis, the gather was clean. Neil Bullen, neat step, nice snap. Second goal for the D's. Full-bodied effort from Kelly. Go again, McDonald, wrapped up by Shaw. Well, no holding the ball, and Tyson will kick a goal. Melbourne have got 3 now. Since that initial absence of Hogan has really stepped up to be an important cog in this Melbourne forward line, and he makes good contact, and finally, the streak is broken.
Finally, they do something.
And they've got Bernie Vince as the bloke who's loose at the moment, which is great because he can use the ball really well.
So here's Pedersen. His chance again this week. Once again, Hogan on the sidelines. Must kick the goal and does. Now tipped it up. Watts had to hang on, and he does.
Well, he's had 2 disposals, both handballs. This will be his first kick for the game.
Oh, it's a beautiful kick, but this will test anybody into a wind like this.
Has he got the journey? And if so, can he maintain the accuracy? Just a couple of steps. A beautiful looking kick, but might have cleared the pack.
Come on. Oh, well over.
And if Mumford had touched it, it might have been behind, but looks like it's gone clear of Mummy. Beautiful bounce again. Gawn with a follow-up. Takes it under the arm. Big Maxi. Long one to full forward. They're outnumbered down there, Watts. And the free kick and advantage paid. Another goal to the D's. Kicked by the hyphen, Neil Bullen. Hibbert. Go again, McDonald.
There's
Melksham. Great reflexes. Watts. They just keep it in, and finally Melksham's kicked another. They're starting to surge.
This is the
solid contribution again from Hibbert, his 28th disposal. Jones probing into the 50. Lewis collects. Maynard, he's put it through. Well, there's something to smile about for the D's. Maynard has kicked the goal on debut.
His, it's Viney's.
Every 50.
Well, Akers didn't know. Akers just being explained to Blake Akers. It's a gimme goal. D's have got the first, courtesy of a 50-50 and a straight kick from Jack Viney. Better movement this. Blasts it along. High. And he brought it down, Harms.
Well, they've gone small in their forward line.
That's why.
And he finishes. A massive moment for him. Away though, he went to chest mark, gathered his own crumb. He's got Neil Bull in the pocket in a paddock. He gathers, he can give it. Harms, sidestep, he's got his own ball. Tyson, options are plenty from just inside the paint. Bang. I've got 4.
Middle via Neil Bullen. Short towards half forward. Here goes Harms again. He might kick number 3 for the quarter. Yeah. He should kick number 3 for the quarter. And he does kick number 3 for the quarter. The Saints quarter. Opportunity for Gawn. Penetrating hand pass into the middle. May come back again. No. Deciding to go short was Melksham.
I reckon you called it earlier, Richard. Stage fright.
Yeah. Did very well. He's kicked 10 goals in 12 games. This would just be the icing on the cake for the Demons this quarter. Kicks from 46 metres and gets it! What a 6-goal blast this has been from the Demons. Harms gives it off to Petrarca, comes across the ground to Gawn, and Big Maxi marks inside 50. On the losing side, Max Gawn. Kicks from right on 50. Lovely looking drop punt. And there is number 7 for the D's. Harms, too far out to score, so he goes short. That's just too easy as Neil Bullen takes the mark. 2 goals 4 from set shots this season for Alex Neil Bullen. Make that 3 goals 4, and the answer was very rapid indeed from the Demons.
Melksham, he turns, heads inside, short pass to Pedersen. This will hurt. So clever. Umpire holds off on the whistle. Momentum with the Demons.
It's got to be okay. Mark is taken by Melksham. Long in towards full forward. Did Robertson get a touch? I don't think he did. He didn't. Included 3 in the first term. Harms to Lewis. More direct in towards half forward. Hammered down. Here's an opportunity for Garland. He's been desperately quiet. He bounces through for a much-needed goal to the Demons, and they get
Membry, good attack, Jetta, back against the grain, got it back to Garland, big moment this, Vince, short pocket.
Settle it down, have the shot for goal.
Has he got a goal on him? For a 16-point margin, it's coming back, spectacular, inspirational.
He's out of the middle through Dom Tyson with a high ball, up towards half forward, towards Hannon again!
Well, you talk about moments, Lynchy. He might have 2 in a minute.
Yeah, but the distance similar. The drop punt on its way. It looks good. It looks good, and it is. They come from everywhere as Hannon gives the Demons a 22-point lead. Wagner goes short once again, and the D's looking to finish it. The kick from Melksham is long. I reckon he's got it. He has. And if you needed a sealer, that's it.
Should goal out of this. And wouldn't it be great for Jesse Hogan to take the mark and go back? And he didn't do that at all. Instead, he gives it over the top to Pedersen, who puts it through. They're screaming for him to get it in long. Hogan lurking, got there. No one tracked him at all. Jesse Hogan in game 50 for goal number 100. And a tough year, something to smile about for Jesse Hogan. He shot. Oh, Beams downs him. And now, it's a free to Jeffy, I think, here. And he pops it through, Jeff Garland. And look at those Demon fans on their feet. And the players are happy as well. Oliver, back to Melksham. Here's Hogan again.
Jeez, he's on fire, Hogan.
Hopefully, though, it can all come together. Melbourne need a goal. And Jesse Hogan provides. Garland, Hogan waiting in the square, and he's ready to take this one. Yes!
It's a mighty kick. It's a mighty kick from Garland. Hit up a target, and they get an easy shot at goal.
And the D's are back in front at the MCG. Melksham slammed it on the boot. And what a result from that. Quick reflexes. The little window for him. And the co-captain, internal kick. Not sure it was perfect off the boot, but it's the result he's after. And Bernie Vince to shoot for goal. To extend the margin to 9. That'll do the job. Excellent start for Melbourne. Pressing, Wagner. Neil Bullen from the pocket, tries to craft a kick, and it was superbly executed for Gallis. Has still produced 38 goals, 25 coming into today, and he's put that one right through the middle. Where Hogan looming, but Pedersen again.
Again, exactly the same flight path.
Yeah, just the one goal, but he's kicked one goal too. Just to even up the lead and give Melbourne a game-high 15-point advantage. Wasn't perfect, but the result is just fine. Basically threw that out. Comes to Harms within range. Tries to connect and does with Jesse Hogan. Hogan, to do it justice, needs to come in and put it through from 30 metres out directly in front. Just like that. 4 goals. Intruding into the forward line. Scrambles it forward for Hogan again. So obviously a season high coming up. He's already kicked 4, and that's 5. And the timing was perfect, right on three-quarter time. Melksham's got away here. He can loop the handball for the good of Petrarca. And he goes long. We know he's a powerful kick, and a straight one. Some passion there from Petrarca. Hannon, one more and they're in the clear. He decides to go off the left boot. Hogan, he got McStay where he wanted him. And he's got it. The joy of 6 for Jesse Hogan. Although Pedersen might fly. Pedersen flies, crash the pack. They are fully committed right now, the Demons. Jones takes it, flicks it out to Harms. They're getting them from everywhere right now. Stirring stuff from these Demons. It clears the path for Pedersen. Lions have got one back. Cam Pedersen, he's had a big couple of weeks. It's getting bigger and bigger, Cam. On the moment. Pass to take, and in fact, he decides to pass it.
Well, he got instruction from... Smart play, though.
Yep. Brayshaw, the finishing touches. He's loving footy right now.